Next up, we have the team that's been working under Kizzy Charles-Guzman on a waste disincentive surcharge for New York State.
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of my capstone, I'm proud to present our waste disincentive surcharge for New York State, working with our client, the Environmental Advocates of New York. If you're from New York, you might be familiar with this picture. This is the Fresh Kills landfill that was closed in 2001. Importantly, they're only one of many landfills across New York State that have already reached an 85% landfill capacity. This is a vital sustainability management problem due to the methane gases that are released from the landfills that are affecting air pollution and neighboring communities across New York. To put this into context, for every ton of waste that is landfilled, over 700 kilograms of CO2 are released into the atmosphere. Even more concretely, New York already has 12 million tons of waste in our landfills. This is equivalent to 9 million tons of CO2 that have been released. This is about 2 million gasoline cars being driven for 1 year. Our client, the Environmental Advocates of New York, are a nonprofit advocacy group based in Albany. They came to us seeking to make landfilling really unattractive and boring. I know that sounds a little odd, but the point is to make waste so unconventional and so expensive that companies and for-profit groups would choose better waste mechanisms for recycling, reducing their environmental footprint at large. Our client is interested in safeguarding the air, land, water, and health of all New Yorkers. I'd like to take a moment to thank Neon Moore and Katie McNamara from the EANY for their guidance, our faculty advisor, Kizzy Charles-Guzman, and my counterpart, Sean Gutierrez, for their time in this project. Our client asked us to design an equitable policy that would empower meaningful waste reduction across New York State. To accomplish this, we conducted a policy and legal review, stakeholder interviews, and cost-benefit analysis. Our team was interested in evaluating policy options and specific policy traits that would make such a policy successful in New York State. Our stakeholder group wanted to illuminate best practices and priorities, seeking to understand risks and oppositions from people on the ground. We wanted to evaluate the financial feasibility and impact of such a policy if it were to be carried out. To do this, our team have reviewed 33 states that already have a waste disincentive surcharge in place. From these original 33 states, we chose 5 priority states. These included California, Iowa, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and Vermont. Importantly, all of these states either had key demographics, populations, or really interesting political landscapes that we thought New York State could learn from. Our stakeholder group sent out over 90 outreach emails, and we sat down with 24 of them to ask them what were their challenges and priorities, how could we assess feasibility and costs, and how could we better understand the New York landscape to identify risks of inequity, altogether refining our policy design. We sat down with 6 main groups, including haulers and recyclers, municipalities, and got to speak to folks from California and Iowa on their waste disincentive surcharge. Our client asked us to come up with 4 different implementation scenarios spanning from 2027 to 2032. 2027 is our most ambitious scenario, and 2032 would be the most deferred. We offered 7 different surcharges ranging from $1 to $7 in per dollar increments, with 3 different surcharge structures: a flat fee, a 5-year phase-in, and a 9-year phase-in. Ultimately, all of the revenue throughout this revenue modeling would be the surcharge by the amount of waste being disposed. In sum, these are 84 different scenarios that our team modeled. The cost versus benefits really focused on 3 main pillars: the environmental, social, and economic groups. Air quality, GHG emissions, increasing landfill capacity, wage development from the revenue that New York State would be developing, and material value recovery. Our team is providing our client 5 main recommendations. In the interest of time, we'll only have a chance to speak about 3 of them, but I would ask you We have some really interesting insights from the robust revenue allocation if you want to talk about that further during the Q&A. For starters, our waste disincentive surcharge ultimate recommendation begins in 2028, and it's phased over 5 years. Now I'd like to direct you to the left side of the screen. In a $5 fee, beginning at $2 and increasing at $1.50 an increment until we hit that flat fee, New York could divert 50 million tons of waste, producing over $1 billion in revenue. However, in a preferred scenario, at a $7 fee, a mere $2 difference, we could divert 78 million tons of waste. This is a 28 million ton difference, producing 1.3 in revenue. This is a vital figure. It shows how important it is to hit the right surcharge that is acceptable to stakeholders and yet high enough to produce meaningful change. Secondly, our legal, durable, and flexible surcharge framework recommendation is focused on providing a strong legal foundation to protect revenue and allow adaptability as waste systems evolve. We want legal protections, flexibility tools, and implementation and clarity across the board. This could look like statutory revenue protection to prevent the diversion of funds, allowing for a variable surcharge rate and phase-ins as appropriate, and assigning clear-cut roles for both the collection and management of funds. Secondly, we recommend restricting use of these funds for environmental programs. However, focus on performance-based municipal funding and reducing ambiguity through statutory clarity. Thirdly, embedding equity safeguards. A clear equity framework is needed in New York to avoid disproportionate burden on low-income, rural, and underserved communities. This could look like equity investments, equity tools, and clear implementation and oversight, such as low-income grants, higher funding for disadvantaged areas, and a socioeconomic framing scoreboard that would look to empower local decision-making. Ultimately, allowing to set aside and report equity allocation that are in line with the environmental equity requirements that New York already has in place. We've covered a lot of material, so let's recap. Our client came to us seeking to design an equitable policy that would empower meaningful waste production in New York State. To accomplish this, we should implement a waste disposal disincentive surcharge, which to be successful should have the following characteristics. It should involve a legally durable and flexible surcharge framework that incorporates equity safeguards, ensuring that no municipality is left behind and all constituents are considered. It should include a robust revenue allocation model with clear designations for both the collection and diversion of funds. And lastly, it should involve a statewide communication strategy, ensuring proper implementation and distribution of all messaging. I'd like to end here. Yes, New York is at a critical but highly solvable juncture for both today and tomorrow's climate future. Our figures show that a $5 fee can divert 50 million tons of waste. This is not some far out dream. 33 states already have it in place. 5 key states show similar characteristics to New York. This can be implemented today, and we strongly urge New York to do so. Thank you for your time.
I think you can hear me.
Yes.
So that was wonderful. I am curious, of all of the case studies that you looked into, was there any increase in illegal disposal as a result of the surcharge and any kind of rail lines in order to prevent that?
Yeah, so our team calculated and looked at the amount of waste that was being distributed outside of New York, specifically New Jersey, just thinking about the close proximity, and we did not find an increase in illegal dumping, but we did calculate for the transportation of trash across and waste across state lines, and those were figured into our cost-benefit analysis.
Great job. So one question is that what is the current reason that New York State didn't adopt this surcharge fee? What's actually the barrier right now?
Yeah. From our stakeholder insights, we really learned that the barrier can just be the political safeness of the kind of person that would have to champion this policy to get it through and get it implemented. So our client, the Environmental Advocates of New York, were able to employ a waste surcharge disincentive, which was put into place with the Department of Environmental Conservation in their 2023 municipal state guidelines and recommendations. However, the waste disincentive, which would be that charge and tax, sorry, not a tax, important differentiation, surcharge. They have not been able to implement that yet. However, they're looking to do so for the 2028 assembly year.
Thank you. Really interesting presentation. I'm curious how the $1 to $7 range compares to some of the other states that you looked at.
Yes. So California is currently doing the $7 rate, which is on the higher line. We found that at a $5 fee, that would be the bare minimum that New York would have to put into place to see a meaningful increase in revenue and also a diversion of waste that's being landfilled.
Thank you for the presentation. I'm curious, going back to the stakeholder meetings and the guys that you talked to, is there a particular recommendation or model that really stuck out and shaped your final recommendation?
Yeah, so if I could go back, our legal flexibility surcharge framework was really based on a conversation that we had with our California stakeholder groups and our research, where we found that the California fee had been $1.40, and even though it had been implemented so early on, they weren't able to increase that fee for inflation, making the program sort of stale in the amount of impact. So we're strongly urging our client to push that New York State allow for flexibility in the legal design to increase not only for inflation, but for cost needs as well.